Hi everybody, it's Stacy. Today I'm going to show you this adorable reindeer Christmas card. Since Christmas is just around the corner, I figured might as well get started now. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment on the inside, so I'll show you how we do that. So let's get started. First of all, you're going to want to take your 5.5 by 8.5 piece of paper, which will become your card, and fold that in half. Smooth it out with your bone folder and set that aside. Next, all we're going to do for the top is layer, layer, layer. So this piece is cut out at, let's get my ruler, 4 inches by 5.25. This one is cut out at 1.5 inches by 5.25. And then this one is slightly smaller than that one, only because that's the piece of scrap paper that I had, so I went with what I had. So I don't want the dots to show, so we're just using the scallop part of it. So go ahead and put your adhesive right onto those dots. Pull it down. And then we're going to come in right behind it and line up the scallops like that. Turn it over and push it down. I only wanted that little scalloped border. See that? Then we go ahead and layer it onto the base. With your ATG glue gun or tape gun. I love this thing. And this is going to line up perfectly on the edge. Press that down so it doesn't come up. And then you can go ahead and adhere this portion to your card. And then I'll show you how we do the reindeer. We're going to do some embossing. Okay, take that. Center that on your card. Smooth it out and set this aside. So now we have a piece of paper that fits my reindeer card. And we're going to be using Versamark because, like I said, we're going to be embossing it. So make sure it's got a lot of Versamark on it. You want the embossing powder to adhere. Go ahead and stamp your image. And then take your, I'm using the Stampin' Up! Clear embossing powder. And you just pour it all over it. And then shake it off. Tap the back. And get any little bits that may be in the void. Let me tap it up one good time over my garbage can. Okay, so there you have it, and then you take your heat tool and you're going to heat it up until the image starts to change, just like that. Its nose, its neck, and its tiny little legs. Looks like she's done, because we all know Rudolph is a girl. And then what we want to do is make sure that you put your embossing powder, your excess, back into its container. And then put that aside. Put your lid back on so you don't spill it. Okay, then I'm going to ink up the edge of this piece of paper just to give it a little bit more dimension. And I'm going to use Stampin' Up's Real Red to do that. And an eyeshadow applicator I buy in bulk. And you can barely see this, but what it does is it just adds a little depth and dimension to the piece of paper. Gives it a little bit of character so it's not so flat. So make sure you get the edges really, really well. And I could use black if I wanted to. I didn't want it to be so apparent. I just wanted it to be subtle, so I figured red on red would be nice. Get the edges, and then set it aside. Close up your ink pad and set the reindeer aside. So now we're going to do the sentiment in the inside. I don't know what that was. Okay, so I want to use Stampin' Up's chocolate chip ink color, a nice dark brown. And this is from the Paper Tray Inks Holiday Wishes Volume 1 number 15 stamp set. And I've had this for over a year now, so they may still make it. You may want to check their website to see if they still have it. If not, I'm sure they have a new stamp set that has Christmas sayings. So it says, Happy Holiday from our house to yours. Put your stamp set away. Close that back up. Then we're going to pop up the reindeer with dimensionals. I am going to use 5, only because the paper curled slightly when I embossed the image. See how it's kind of curling? So what you want to do is kind of manipulate it back to its state, but I'll show you what we do. We'll make sure it's really stuck down. So we put 5 on it. Two more. That one, last one. Okay. Peel those off. Take that. And all you want to do is center it on your card and push it down. And there you have it. A nice, simple Christmas card made by just layering some paper and some embossing powder, and then the sentiment is in the inside. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, let me know.